Hello and welcome. You are in the right place. If you've had spiritual experiences that changed your life and your trajectory, the door opened and you began to dive into different spiritual and healing modalities and went on a self-healing journey and got to a point in your life where things were good, like work and family was okay, but you kept noticing that you had certain awarenesses coming online, like seeing bigger signs or major synchronicities. Maybe you've been working with the spirit realm, but it feels like you're still scratching the surface of what's actually there. Spiritual gifts are showing up more, like getting psychic feelings, increased empathy, connecting with loved ones who have passed, maybe connecting with others who have passed. It feels like your intuitive nudges are trying to tell you something specific. You might also notice the four clairs are coming online, are starting to get even stronger. And you feel like you have something new or significant to offer, like there's a creation that's growing inside of you and are trying to figure out what that is and how to use your gifts and bring it forward. Most likely, you might also be having intense dreams that also feel significant or like they mean something, or they're trying to tell you something. Maybe you feel like you've grown in different ways than many of the people you're around in work or in your social life. And you're feeling like you want to connect deeper to those around you, but it's hard to feel like you can let the new you come out. It feels like people are judging you or that others just don't understand. They just don't get it. And you find yourself isolating to feel safe or peaceful. Or you might feel like a different person when you're alone versus when you're around most other people. You might be longing for something deeper, tired of the spiritual fluff, or taking small courses here and there that don't show you a bigger picture. Your friends, family, clients, and community need more. You know that they're ready for more, and the old way isn't working, or you're not getting fast results. Your gifts are clearly trying to show you something, but you aren't sure what it is, or how to use them, or what is even happening, or how to use them to make a difference in the world. There's a big part of you that wants to come out in a new and different way, but you're afraid what that might mean in your life or in your business. Or you might be feeling like there is a new work you want to be doing, but you keep feeling like you aren't good enough or heard or seen or valued. Maybe you're questioning, maybe you can feel that creation coming out, but you're not sure what it is, and you're questioning whether it's even worth it to explore what that is. If you've been offering healing work or coaching work or teaching, you might be tired of not going as deep as you want to go with your clients. You might feel bogged down by daily life stuff, and it feels like the spiritual things just keep getting pushed to the side or down the road. Maybe you've been doing single sessions with clients or offering something that felt in alignment a few years ago, and it's working, but it's not what you really want to be doing now. It feels like your business or something in your life is stuck. And the idea of having a thriving spiritual business that includes these upgrades that are coming online, that helps people and lets you have freedom, sounds really exciting. And it would be amazing to be invited to host ceremonies, do podcast interviews, and share some of your story to help others. But it's hard to imagine how that's even possible or that it's even possible. The bottom line is you're putting energy into things that you don't want to be putting energy into, like Working a job that's okay, doesn't feel totally amazing. Doing sessions with clients and it's not as deep as you want to go, or what you really want to be doing. Maybe you love your clients, but you know that they're ready for more and you feel like you can't quite get there. I remember when I started receiving coaching work, I found that from as a client, that oftentimes I could see that my coaches could see something in me that was ready to be shifted, but they didn't know how to actually shift it for me right then and there. And so they would give me like homework and assignments, which is helpful and an important part of, learning and growing. And also I found that I was really craving somebody that could go direct and take me deep. And so that might be something that you are finding your clients are ready for and something that you want to do as a practitioner. You maybe even feel like you keep convincing yourself that things are good and also something is not fulfilled and there's more. I'm a spirit bird, shamanic healer, teacher, and spiritual coach. And since I was young, I had strong connection to the spirit world. People would always come up to me for help and advice. I knew I had spiritual gifts, but for most of my life, I didn't think that they actually meant anything. I kept working jobs that made ends meet, but didn't really make me happy. Or I kept convincing myself I was happy when I wasn't. I kept doing spiritual trainings that were awesome, but it also felt like things in my life always stayed the same. I was offering some healing work on the side for a long time, specifically shamanic healing work, but couldn't see how it could be more than that as sort of like a side gig. And I struggled with questions around if this was what I was supposed to do and if it really had any value. Plus, I was dealing with my money and my judgment and misunderstandings about spiritual work. And all that caused a big block in my life. When I finally admitted to myself that I wanted to be a spiritual healer, and I was ready to really move up into that next level of that in my life, I struggled with my own self-doubt and judgment. I wondered if it was even okay to want this. Did it make me superficial or egocentric? Was that even something I could do, or was it just supposed to happen? But once I really admitted to myself that it was truly a desire and I felt like I had it in me, I realized if I wanted to be successful, I needed help and a guide. When I look back, I realized there were a lot of things that I had backwards that were creating issues in my life and blocking me from fulfilling my purpose. I struggled with boundaries around my time and energy. I kept getting caught in a swirl of self-doubt, lack of clarity, and lack of self-worth. I was really deeply afraid of committing and investing in this path and failing. I was even more afraid of actually succeeding. In the end, I realized the biggest thing holding me back was myself. But I thought it was everything else in my life, my relationships, my job, my partner, society, all the daily life things. I kept waiting for other things to happen, to be asked to offer my work. I kept waiting for really big signs from life, or for others to be more accepting, or to have more time and money. And the one thing that changed everything, I was getting overwhelmed with questions about how this would work or how I could share the bigger offers and creations growing inside me. I thought I needed to get my life together and get clear, and then I would be able to make moves. But it was actually the other way around. And the one thing that changed everything, it was actually saying yes and making the decision that changed everything. Once I decided and invested in support to help me realize my dream, my life really began to shift. Opportunities started arising. My time and money shifted. and my spiritual gifts started to grow in ways I couldn't even imagine at the time. And I still am sort of blown away by. And it began to shift because with my decision, I already started to come into alignment with my path and higher purpose. What was holding me back were my own beliefs. I thought spiritual healing wasn't valuable, even though I was already offering it and I was already getting results and I was already exchanging money for my time and energy, even though all those things were happening. And spiritual healing was the thing that I valued the most in my life. There was still a layer or part of me that thought it wasn't valuable or valued by other people. I kept taking small classes that gave me spiritual information, but didn't give me actual experience testing the new ways my gifts were showing up. I kept making smaller offers because I thought it was what people wanted or would pay for. I knew I needed a process to help others in deeper ways, but I wasn't sure what that actually looked like. I just kept thinking about it, just thinking about things. And I realized it's not building the belief that allows you to take the leap, but taking the leap that allows you to build belief. With the right mindset, desire, and support in place, I was able to make the leap and go from part-time healer to full-time spiritual leader and work and life balance. I was doing work. Now I'm doing work that is challenging and fulfilling. And I get to work with people I love and helping others in more powerful ways than I knew was possible. Now I have a profitable healing business and spiritual arts business, and I get to go to high ceremony and invited to speak at events, and I get to teach advanced healing work. I knew that there was something deeper. I knew there was a better way to help my clients, and I knew I had more to offer than what I was doing. I could feel that creation growing inside of me and that desire to move forward with it, even though I didn't understand what it was or what it was going to look like. I couldn't keep things the same anymore. I couldn't stand not contributing in a bigger way. And these are all of the reasons that I created Shaman School. I already had spiritual training and practiced shamanic healing, but I knew there was more and there was something deeper. I knew there had to be a way for me to use my gifts that helped others and made our lives better. I didn't understand all of the levels and ways my gifts were showing up. I didn't know what they meant, but I knew that they had to mean something. Shaman School is a deep dive into better ways of delivering healing work, growing your spiritual gifts, your own personal deep self-healing, a big picture view of spirituality and healing work. No more little courses and fluff that doesn't actually bring the whole picture together. A stronger connection and understanding of the spirit realm. A timeline jump for a thriving spiritual business. And an embodiment experience for your unique medicine and purpose. In Shaman School, we offer a 4-part framework to help you work through the process and become the next level of spiritual guide you were meant to be. And here is our transformational process. So we begin with self-care or self-healing. So in this part of the program, you'll be working through your own personal healing, like negative self-talk, shadow work, ancestral wounds, boundaries, receiving, connecting. And then at the same time, we'll start developing your ability to be helping others. So you will grow your spiritual and shamanic gifts. You'll experience working with others and using those gifts in that way. A process to help people get the results that they want. The ability to deliver advanced healing work in an hour session or a group program or ceremony. Confidence to share your work. Plus, you'll learn higher levels and more advanced ways of working with others that are both fascinating and really fun. And then we start to step into your leadership. So here we'll see the vision for what you want and get clear on the work you want to be doing or the next level of it that you're ready to step into. And we'll remove blocks of being seen so you can actually step through this new threshold. And then finally, we move on to offers. Well, you'll learn how to communicate the value of what you bring, get a system for offering your work in a way that's actually appealing, and become aligned with your unique gifts and evolved purpose. You'll get a recorded curriculum to follow along with and use in your practice for years to come. And the curriculum is very layered, so it has lots of information that will continue to help you as you and your clients evolve. You'll get regular sacred time for yourself so you can integrate your spiritual side with your ordinary life. Instead of having to go away on big retreats or for a month-long event, we'll begin to actually weave your spiritual self and your ordinary self together so it's cohesive. You'll get guided sessions that give you an inside look of how to use your spiritual gifts for energy work and deep healing sessions. So we'll actually be demonstrating how it works. You'll also get regular practice with other practitioners, exploring and testing their growing gifts. You'll be able to evolve in a safe space with feedback instead of figuring it out on your own or testing things on clients where there's a lot at stake. And this, of course, will save you lots of time. This process alone is something that I worked on for over 12 years. So imagine taking 12 years of spiritual trainings and working with individuals as a healer and crunching that down into a program and delivering it to you at lightning speed. And then allowing you to actually bring it in and test it out so you can embody all of that experience in a short period of time. It's going to save you lots of time as you grow and develop. It will probably save you money as well. In fact, it certainly will save you money because time is money, and you will be able to work with clients that are ready for more advanced work. And you'll be able to play around with, again, your unique gifts, the spiritual gifts that are showing up that might be hard to understand. You get to play around with how to actually use those, where you can get feedback, where you can say, hey, how was that for you when this happened? And so you're not actually testing them out on your clients. And you'll be able to master hour-long healing sessions that include your client in the process. So they will be empowered as you walk beside them as a guide and teach them how to heal themselves on many advanced spiritual levels. And that will give you better results, making you a better teacher, healer, and leader. So I want to share about Jan, who is teaching Reiki healing and offering Reiki healing. But she got to a point where she wasn't getting excited about it anymore. And she also wasn't working with people that really excited her or she wanted to be working with. But she didn't know what else to do since it was her main source of income. So she was kind of like stuck repeating the thing that really didn't enliven her and working with people that didn't enliven her. And it was like paying the bills, but didn't feel right. And so she knew it was time for something new. So through the course of shaman school, she got clear and confident and actually got to begin to work with individuals at twice the price that she was offering before, and that were more aligned with the offer and the work that she wanted to be doing. And now she's sharing her evolved offer way more openly and getting clients in a much easier way. Jen, who isn't necessarily directly offering healing work, that wasn't the reason that she joined the program. She came because she really wanted to heal herself. She was really tired of anxiety and pretending to be someone else to get along with others in her community. And through our time together, she learned how to navigate the spirit realms. So she was actually able to learn how to support her own gifted child. So her child was coming in, as many of the young people do come into this world, even more evolved and with their gifts already online. And she actually learned how to support her own child through her growing her own gifts. Also, side product, she got a huge scholarship for a dream program in underwater exploration. She'd been trying to get into it for years. It was really expensive. She didn't think that she would be able to get into it, let alone pay for it. And while we were working together, in fact, I think it was within a month of us working together, she got offered that scholarship out of the blue. Plus, she called in her spiritual partner. So now she is living her magical mermaid life, running around with her spiritual partner and exploring in all of the ways. By the time you're complete with shaman school, you'll feel confident in yourself as an evolved healer. You'll expand your depth and knowledge of the spirit world. You'll grow your gifts in new and amazing ways. You'll heal parts of yourself that are afraid or stuck or misunderstood. You'll have opportunities to create more income, more time, and resources. You'll feel deep self-trust. And you'll be inspired to share your new upgraded offer and step into your next level purpose. The magic is you. The more you become, the more you help others, whether that's in your business, in conversations in the grocery store, or living your best life as an inspiration or proof that it is possible. Plus, you will be clear about your gifts and how to use them, whether that means stepping forward as a standout spiritual leader, growing your business for a life that feels good to you, or offering your work in smaller but just as powerful ways. You'll be a better partner, parent, teacher, healer, community builder, and leader. What if instead of thinking about it, you could actually do it? What if instead of wondering how it would work, you could actually experience it? What if instead of waiting for things to be perfect or clear, you started right now? Imagine what 3 years from now could be like if you started now. Like, take a moment and think about, what if you started now and succeeded? Can you even imagine? Can you allow yourself? Can you give yourself permission to imagine what 3 years could look like? Maybe even think about other spiritual leaders or teachers or guides that you know, and play around with, like, what would it be like to be in their shoes? This is all possible. What about the people who are out there waiting for you to be the one to help them? If this sounds like you and you're ready to invest in a deep dive with results, I'm offering a free call to qualified applicants to get you clear on your next step and learn more about shaman school. We create spiritual leaders. Let's see if this is the best place for your unique path. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm looking forward to connecting with you and helping you grow your gifts and step into your own unique way of becoming a spiritual leader. I hope to talk with you soon. Bye-bye for now.